What is going on, guys? Razorx here, and welcome to another video of mine. Before I start, I'd just like to say that you guys should go and subscribe to my channel because I have got a tournament that's coming out that I'm arranging a video on that will be out tomorrow, so you need to know the information on how you enter and the rules and stuff like that. It is quite a complicated system, but I think it's the best system that I could use, and I think it's quite a good way to get you guys involved in my channel, and obviously a prize for the winner. So now to today's video. Today we have a live play to win episode. Well, actually it's not live, it's actually going to be one long game, but I'm going to be commentating over the top of it. It was meant to be live, me commentating at the time. I tried, but I got walked in on a couple of times, 2 separate games, and I won both those games. By the way, it's just this is the one that I chose because it was probably quite a good game, and it kind of fits in with what I'm going to say. So it fits in quite nicely, and so I chose this one. So I am playing with the team that contains Ronaldo, and I've got other players. There's a bunch of goodness. So the team is Casillas, Thiago Silva, Pepe, Sergio Ramos, Michael Liete, Xabi Alonso, Ramirez, Ronaldo, Torres, Informal Walcott, and Aguero. So in this episode today, there's going to be a few different topics that I want to cover. And yeah, so let's just get on to this. The first topic that I want to talk about is the handicap, which is why I chose this game. This guy wasn't very good at FIFA, he didn't have a very good team, and you know, if the handicap does exist, I did say handicap in, you know, inverted commas, quotation marks, because it's kind of a 50-50 call whether you believe in it or not. It's either you do or you don't. I'll get on to my opinion in a minute. Yeah, as I said it in inverted commas because a lot of people don't believe it's real, and obviously there are a few people that do think it's real, and some people think it's just an excuse for a loss on FIFA, really. So here's what I think on the matter, and this is my opinion, so please don't think I'm definitely trying to make this true and make you believe this is my opinion and what I think it is. So I think there is some sort of system in place to give advantage, or just a little bit of help to the player that has the worst team. In my personal experience, when I play this team with Ronaldo in it against my friends, I play better football. I'm better, but find it harder to beat worse teams and worse players, if you know what I mean. So if I play, when I play on my 20k team, I find it easier to beat players, better players with better teams, and I prove this by playing a couple of my friends. And with them playing as their starting team both games, and I play with both my teams as well. This one I'm on my 20k subs team, and the scoreline is more in my favour when I'm with my 20k subs team. And I know it sounds stupid, and you know, it just everything that's not impossible if it is, and you're a noob. You know, if you're using Ronaldo and not being able to absolutely smash somebody, well, you know, I don't believe that it's just as clear cut as that. But and obviously I can't just say this example between me and my mates because the form can change. But to be honest, I don't think the form can change in like a 10-minute period, and I think there is some sort of system, again in inverted commas, that does exist, and I can see why people think that it is bullshit. As you know, there's no understanding of how EA have incorporated it into the game, their system, and there's no actual proof of them saying anything. So I can see both sides of the coin here, but in my eyes, maybe it's not as clear cut as everybody makes it out to be, or you know, I do think there's a system in place, but I think we'll never find out because EA will never make an official statement on what's true or false, because if they did, then they would lose a lot of money on people spending money on teams and stuff, and you know, they just lose a lot of revenue, which obviously they're out to make as much revenue as possible as a game designer. They're not here to, you know, make official statements on what's happening. They try and make as good a game as they can, and they've not done a bad job, but there are a couple of moaning points. And before I did this commentary, before I played the game even, I was looking around for any statements they might have released on the handicap, or EA official statements and handicap stuff like that. And there's a lot of fake statements from people claiming to be EA, but it's like EA at hotmail.com, which is like, yeah, a multi-billion-pound company is not really using Hotmail as their carrier, or whatever you want to call it. So when they, you know, they're clearly not EA, and again, they're never going to say whether it's real or fake, or, you know, somebody's always going to be leaving comments and statements and stuff to say it's true or it's fake. So I'd just like to see your thoughts in the comments below. That'd be really epic to see what you guys think, and it'll be the first bit of reply I've had from you guys, sort of thing. You know, I've had a couple of people saying nice vids and stuff like that, but I've never actually had any proper interaction with you guys, so that's what I'm aiming to do. So the next topic I want to cover is contained defending. Now, those of you that don't know what it is, contained defending is when a defender or the player playing against you holds LT&A. This means effectively the computer is defending for the player, and is very, very, very difficult to break down. Basically, when you see someone crabbing, like running like a crab next to you, it means that they're holding LT&A, and your options are very, very limited when this happens. You haven't really got a lot. You can't play nice, sexy football. You can't. So I'm getting spammed as well on the screen for invites me. Sorry about that, but you know, you can't play this sexy style of football that I like to play with Ronaldo and stuff. You can't do skill moves. You just got to go back to basic pass and move, 1-2, 1-2, fake shot. That's the only way that I think, you know, you can actually break down. You know, this guy I'm playing, he is holding LT&A. And that's why, like, you know, he had the handicap, he was holding LT&A and all sorts. And, you know, LT&A, you can see the only players that hold it are the players that are not confident in defending, or really of the game at all, and are generally just crap at defending or crap at the game. You know, you come across somebody who's absolutely dire at the game, and you only beat him 1 or 2-0 because he's, you know, holding LT&A or the handicap, or, you know, there's lots of different things that could mean, you know, you could be having a bad day or whatever. So, you know, when you first start out on the game, you know, LT&A might help. I don't think I started out on FIFA 09, and I didn't, you know, no one knew what LT&A really was, so I was just taught by my mates to defend properly, if you will, the right way to do it, as in, you know, there should be some sort of code of honour across the FIFA community not to hold LT&A, but obviously you're always going to get one dick that does it. So, you know, when you first start out, you might be crap at the game or bad at the game, and defending is not really the easiest thing to do anymore because of pace and strength and stuff. And Balotelli especially, he is the one player that I do see to hold LT&A. Well, I do understand why people do it. I don't do it myself, and Ronaldo and stuff like that. But, you know, if there wasn't LT&A, it could end up 5+0. Some people like it, some people don't. So in a way, I don't like winning 5-0. Like this game I won 1-0, I deserve to win more than 1-0. But I'd rather have a good game with somebody that I deserve to win 2-1 or something like that. I'd much, much rather deserve to win in a close game, because that's just the way I like to play. But, so in a way, I do think that FIFA had to put this in, or EA had to put this in, but you know, it's the fact that people will never ever get good at defending if they're not made to defend, because LT&A, you don't defend. You don't even have to point the guy in the right direction to be able to do it. And a lot of people come on here and say, oh, I have a substitute idea, you take it out, or you put this system in, you put that system in, and all the ones I've listened to on YouTube don't make any sense. You know, you can't just take LT&A out of the game completely. You have to have some sort of substitute system. Maybe you play a game on the hardest difficulty offline, and you have to keep replaying it until you concede less than 2 or 3 goals. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's a system. I don't know. I'm not putting that on there because that's crap. All the systems that I've heard are absolutely rubbish. The only person, or the only people, the only company that could do it is EA. They have the money, they have the resources, they have the time, they could do it. And I'm sure that they could if they wanted to, but as I said, they're making enough money off, you know, not doing it. So in a way, it's working for them, and obviously they're getting a lot more of a base, you know, being created because of the amount of noobs that could play it, basically. And you can see this guy has a dire team, and Torres, I don't know how Torres doesn't score that, and he gets another one in a minute. Oh, I don't know how he missed it. Oh, he's a great little player for me, but I don't know how he missed these two. Anyway, so that's the 2 main topics that I wanted to talk to you about, and I've had, for the last couple of minutes of this video, you can see it's going to be like 16-ish minutes long, and you can be thinking, oh, well, you know, 5 minutes short. So what I'm going to do for the next, obviously, is ask some questions that I've been asked, answer some questions, sorry, I've been asked over private messages or anything like that. I haven't really had any messages on comments, so just the private messages, I think I'll do them. And I've got a couple of answers to you guys that you might need to know. So the first question that I've been asked is, what is my setup? And you know, on my last channel I did a setup video and it didn't really get much response because it wasn't really much of a setup at all. It's still not. I've just got your standard desk with a drawer and a cupboard to keep the computer and Xbox in. I've got the Xbox screen on the left, which is a flat screen monitor, and I've got the computer screen on the right, which is a flat screen monitor. I've got a HP, about a 6-year-old HP computer, which was top of the range at the time, so it's still not a bad computer. And then my iPad slots in the middle with Twitter open, and I've got my keyboard for my iPad there and for the computer. So it looks a lot better than it is, really. And I've got my nice big leather armchair, which is pretty nice. I might do one for 100 subs. Yeah, why not? We'll do that. There you go, there's an incentive. Hit that subscribe button. People say it, magic happens. Just try it. I'm joking, just hit that subscribe button and that'd be cool. The next question is, what got me into YouTube? When I was about 6 years old. Nah, it must have been about 6 years ago, not 6 years old. I'm 17 now, by the way. So about 6 years ago, that was when I started gaming properly, so about when I was 10 or 11, and that's when I seriously started to like gaming. Before that, I've been gaming since I was about 5 on like little handheld stuff and stuff like that, like what they call the Game Boy Advance, Game Boy Advance SP, and the Game Boy Advance, the Game Boy Color, the PS1, PS2, the Wii, and I think we got my Xbox after the Wii actually, so I think I was a bit of a Wii guy for a little bit. And so that's where I started off my gaming roots, if you will, and I just got more progressively into it. And then I saw that some YouTubers were putting the videos on YouTube, and this was before I knew they got money, so I was like, oh, I'd love to do that, you know, sharing my skills with the community and stuff like that, because I consider myself a decent FIFA player. And I'd like to show off, basically, which is pretty much what all YouTubers are doing. And then I found out, like, you know, I get paid for it, and, you know, you get money. And I figured out that it's kind of worth sacrificing the schoolwork, which is kind of what I did. I mean, I got decent grades, and so I got a goodish grades in school. Okay, I passed everything, which is obviously the main thing. I got a couple of E's, and I got 1 A and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not too bad, and I thought, well, I could have done a lot better, I suppose, but, you know, this I have a passion for this, like a pure passion, and it's fun, basically, and I like doing it. So, thanks for watching this. Please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe as usual. It really does help. So, remember what I said yesterday, or earlier on in this episode, sorry. Please be sure to subscribe for the tournament details. I will be releasing it tomorrow, and it will start on the 1st of February, or around about then, because that's when I'm predicted to get 50 subs, and that's when I'm going to start the tournament at 50 subs. Then I have sufficient subscribers to actually start this tournament. There will be a prize for the tournament. It will either be FIFA coins, real life money, or some Microsoft points. So once again, guys, thanks for watching. As I said, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe. I've been RazorXBad. You guys have been absolutely awesome. I hope you guys have a really good day. And, well, I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Now, they've got a corner on the attack again, the team that's leading by 1 goal. That's going to be a throw, not a corner, although some thought otherwise. Aguero. Here's the cross. Well, they're looking for yet another goal from the corner. Work out the corner for the attacking team.